Little Golden Books. Fix it, please. Polly was a little girl, and Jimmy was a little boy, but not quite as little as Polly. Polly and Jimmy had the same mother, and Polly and Jimmy had the same daddy. They were brother and sister. One day Polly fell down, and her button popped right off her overalls. Polly picked up the button and ran fast, fast to Mother. "Fix it, Mommy, please," said Polly. So her mother sewed the button on tight. "It's all fixed," smiled Polly. "Thank you." One day Jimmy and Polly were eating their lunch. Jimmy jumped up in a hurry and bang! His plate fell right on the floor and broke in two. Jimmy picked up the two pieces of the plate. "Mommy, Mommy," he called, "fix my plate. It's broken. Please fix it." "Bring me the bottle of glue, Jimmy," called his mother. Mother took a little brush and swished the sticky glue on the edge of one piece of the broken plate, and she swished the sticky glue on the edge of the other piece. Then she pushed the two pieces together tight and put the plate away for the glue to dry. The next day Jimmy looked at his plate. "It has a little line down the middle of it like a crack," said Jimmy. "But anyway, it's fixed. Thank you, Mother." Pat, pat, pat ran Polly's feet, and rattle, rattle, rattle the wagon Polly was pulling. Then whang! The wagon ran into the fence, and off rolled a wheel. Polly began to cry, for she was a very little girl. Then she stopped crying and ran to find her daddy. "My wagon broke," she said. "Fix it, please, Daddy." So Daddy got a nut and some pliers. He put a part of the wagon through the hole in the wheel and turned the nut till the wheel was tight on the wagon again. "It's all fixed," said Polly. "It runs again." One day Jimmy knocked his chair over. The chair fell with a crash and one of the legs broke. "Daddy," yelled Jimmy, "my chair is broken. Please try to fix it." So Daddy got his tools, a saw, a hammer, and some nails. He took a new piece of wood and sawed it just the right size for a new leg for the chair. Then he nailed the new leg on the chair. Bang, bang! Jimmy sat down in the chair. "It's all fixed," he said. "I can sit on it." Polly had a rag doll named Dear Ann. One day Dear Ann's arm came right off. "Dear Ann has lost her arm," wailed Polly. So Mother brought her needle and thread. She sewed Dear Ann's arm on again. "Dear Ann is all fixed," said Polly, and she gave Dear Ann a big kiss. Jimmy's play suit had no buttons. It had a zipper. Jimmy could pull the zipper up. Zip! One day the zipper stuck. It wouldn't pull up. He ran to Mother, calling, "My zipper's broken." "Zippers are hard to fix, Jimmy," said Mother. She took her scissors and she fussed and fussed with the zipper. "Now try it, Jimmy," she said. Zip! It pulled up. "It's fixed," cried Jimmy. One day Jimmy called, "You can't catch me." Polly ran fast, fast after Jimmy. Jimmy ran fast, fast away from Polly. He ran so fast he fell flat. He hurt his knee. His knee began to bleed. Jimmy began to cry. Polly began to cry too, for she was a very little girl. Their mother came running very fast. She saw Jimmy's knee. First she kissed him, then she said, "We'll fix your knee, Jimmy." First, she washed Jimmy's knee until there was no dirt left. Then she painted iodine on his knee. The knee looked bright yellow. Then she put a bandage on his knee and fastened the bandage with some sticky tape. Little Polly watched it all. "I want a bandage too," she said. So Mother cut off a little piece of sticky tape and put it on Polly's knee. "Now you're both fixed up," said Mother. One day, Polly and Jimmy and Daddy and Mother got into their old car. Brrr! The car began to shake. Then off they went whizzing down the road. All of a sudden, the car began to bump. It bumped and bumped, though there weren't any bumps in the road. "We've got a flat tire," said Daddy, and he sounded very mad. "We'll get out while you fix it," said Mother. So Daddy got out the jack and put it under the car. He moved the jack up and down until the back wheels were off the ground. Then he took the flat tire off. He took the spare tire out of the back of the car and put it on. Then he took the jacket out from under the car. His hands were dirty. His trousers were dirty. His face was dirty. "I hate to change a tire," he said. One day Jimmy felt sick. Then Polly felt sick. Mother put them both to bed. Then she went to the telephone and called the doctor. "Doctor," she said, "Jimmy and Polly are sick. Will you come to see them?" The doctor came. He had a little black bag. "Open your mouth and say, 'Ah,'" said the doctor. He looked at Jimmy's tongue and took his temperature. He looked at Polly's tongue and took her temperature. Then he opened his little black bag and took out some pink medicine. "Here, Jimmy," said the doctor. "This pink medicine will fix you up in no time." Jimmy swallowed the pink medicine. The doctor was right. The next day, Jimmy and Polly felt as frisky as two little puppies. "Do you know what I'm going to be when I am big?" said Jimmy to Polly. "What?" said Polly. "The Fix-It Man," said Jimmy. "And I'll be the Fix-It Mommy," said Polly.